it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9 a.m.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way. Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, a nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world, I found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife, and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated babysitting with a passion. She deserved better, better circumstances. A black queen, she should've been blessed with certain chances. Look down upon, getting all the hurting glances. Making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only gritted her teeth. But most soldiers never get a flower or a wreath. She like G.I. Jane in the war with no relief. Don't recognize why killers was going through her beef. She said more prayers than the nun did. After seeing so much struggles with only one kid, the clinic said baby number 2 couldn't be undid. 9 months later, delivery and it's one big. But this time it was an older dude. But the shit happened so fast, she barely know the dude. Damn, but we all make mistakes though. And the older we get, that's how mistakes go. So he claimed the baby, now with no money. He said shit was hard and his dollars was kinda funny. Real was feeling like that was strike 2. So when it rains and pours, that's just how life do. She was thinking about her childhood and how life flew. A daddy she always loved, but she never quite knew. This was before the bags and the cellulite grew. Other bitches in her shoe, no telling what they might do. You lose a lot of friends, they start to despite you. Passing judgment when they don't got the right to. And even though I love the gangsters, the same for the gangsters. I remember you no matter how big the fame gets. Paint a perfect picture, baby you can frame this. As long as I'm snapping, you will never be nameless. While I was robbing, you did things that was shameless. Both products of our environment, we was blameless. They deserve better, those women who raised men. Who went out of town with us in that day's end. The ones we leave on the streets when them days in. Got slammed right with us when the feds blaze in. Not only men is going through it on the wild turf, but the women too. Add that to the childbirth. Kids raising kids, not knowing what a child worth. How you walk in they shoes when every mile hurt. Turn down the nigga, now you can't get respect from him. Think you should fuck just cause you got a check from him. It's bad, ask him where is his pad. Them broke niggas always bitter and it's sad. So what they done to you, they done to me, they done to us. So when I speak of real niggas, just know you one of us. Yes.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. Yeah, you know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome to another week of It Is What It Is Radio. I'm your host, Fly T Miles. Before we get it started, we gotta give a moment of silence to my brother, Jamel Raymond Bishop. This is King Porter Forever Friday. Moment of silence. Thank you very much. Back for another week. We got Ty's Angels.
So I am Dr. Nicole. I've been gone for 2 weeks because I've had stuff going on.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
You guys. So as always, again, we want to thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, like and share the page.
Like and share.
We have 2 phenomenal rapper guests here that are multi-talented, but before we get into all of that, you know, we always do the what's happening in the DMV area. So for those of you who do not already know, tomorrow is Dollar Day downtown. For $1 you can get into the Reginald F. Lewis Museum, you can get into the World Trade Center, you can get into the Jewish Museum, the Science Center, the aquarium.
For $1.
For $1. You cannot beat that. $1. I know y'all out here shopping and trying to get ready for Christmas, so still enjoy life and take your kids. $1.
Think
That's
early though.
all it's gonna. Yeah,
I got caught up in that before.
Good point. Go early so you can get parking. Also, just want to remind you that you have my beautiful co-host here, Love God B, Tanika, to the left of me, that has her own nonprofit home, which stands for Helping Other Mothers Everywhere. She is doing a men's shelter clothing drive. Please, 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 instead of you just throwing away the clothing for men, they can go to someone that's less fortunate. We will come together and pick them up. All you have to do is link up with us. I'll always post the recap so that you can contact us in regards to that. I am doing underneath of my business 3-Star Purpose, the gift of warmth. I do this every year. I'm collecting donations of pets, scarves, and gloves to pass out to the homeless. I know this is the season where we want to spend time with our family, but please keep in mind that this is not always a joyous occasion for everyone. We also have tomorrow, I love giving y'all free stuff to do because I hear people all the time talking about, oh, it's not in the budget, I don't have money. So, the Protect Our Girls campaign is doing a Model with a Purpose, the 2nd edition. For those of you who do not already follow me, I'm a very big advocate of our youth, especially being a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. So I'm one of the board members of the Protect Our Girls campaign. And tomorrow at Studio 9854, starting at 3 p.m., it will not cost you $1. All it's gonna cost you is some time. You will get a fashion show. You will get some lovely libations, some food, some comedian, and you will get educated on how to either heal from being a victim of sexual abuse and or you will get some raising awareness techniques of how to make sure you prevent it. So for those of you that's not so cautious about who you leave your children with, even family members, this is the place for you to be. So make sure you go out and you check that out. Charm City Christmas with 3D Production is also hosting their first ever on December the 7th, starting at 12 p.m. They are trying to service over 500 people in the Baltimore City area. So they are trying to give out coats to both adults as well as children and gifts. 3-Star Purpose actually made a donation today. I am asking and encouraging that if you don't support myself or Tanika to the left of me, make sure you support this. Again, this is not always a joyous occasion for everybody. So take time to give back to someone else and you'll see your blessing come back fourfold. We also have on December the 19th, also with 3D Production and Mr. Goodman, they are hosting their meet and greet Christmas party. Guess how much it costs? It's very affordable. $0. Free. It's free. You get food, music, bring your business cards. This is the perfect opportunity to network. Network. You don't know how people in that room is going to be a blessing to you. And I know Derek Darrell Dixon personally, and one thing I will say about him is that he's definitely one of those individuals that uplifts, support. Even if he can't physically make it, he donates. So this is at the Palladium as well as the Charm City Christmas. So that's what's going down at the top of the list for the DMV area. So please try to make one of those events. If you're anything like me, we kind of jump around to different stuff. You'll see us in one place, we'll pop up somewhere else. Free is always in my budget. I don't know about the rest of you all. So that's what's happening in the DMV. So we have 2 amazing guests here. Most of you already know that It Is What It Is Radio is about supporting, promoting, and endorsing our local talent. Far too often, we spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars traveling to go and see other artists, but guess what? We bring it to you right here so that you can't say, I didn't know. So to the left of me, we have an amazing, legendary rap artist, and to the right of me, you know, big up, I'm pro-female. We got a female that's going to bring it tonight as well. So we're going to let our amazing host, Ty, introduce our first male guest to us.
Okay. I don't know where to start. I'm gonna keep it funky. I've been rocking with this guy since neighborhood superstar, right? And this, I ain't never tell you this to your face, but what's crazy is the shit you was doing back then. You hear that shit now. Not even just with what you talk about. You was talking about putting that fly shit on back then.
Yeah.
Alexander McQueen, whatever.
Yeah.
Niggas just on it. And I kind of related to your music because a lot of the shit that you rap about that changed my life.
Yeah.
I can really relate to that.
Yeah.
Junkie Pauline. I can really, you know what I mean? So a lot of his stuff, I'm like, living the same thing, but he, you know, making it. Yeah. So I fucks with you, but I'm happy you home. Please let the world know what's up with you.
I'm slick, man. GGL slick, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, I mean, throughout the course of time, I've been doing this rap, you know, this music thing for about 5 years. You know what I mean? Maybe longer than that, really. But just seriously doing it for about 5 years. And, you know, I was a student of just music, period. But I was a student of the rap culture in Baltimore, the small rap culture that we did have with like the Boss Mans and the Mully Mans and like the Tim Trees and like, you know what I mean? Like I was a student of that all the way into like the G-Rocks and, you know what I mean? They gave me the confidence to do it. And when I, you know, listened to the music and when I wanted to get in the game, I wanted to set myself apart. So I wanted to create a sound, you know what I mean? And I'm like a real conscious guy. Like I really was thinking that Baltimore really don't have a sound. Like, I follow music, you know what I'm saying? Like New York had a sound, West Coast had a sound, Houston had a sound, Memphis had a sound, and so on and so on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know, transitioning into the rap game, you know, I wanted to kind of make a sound, so I wanted to kind of like, because we didn't have a sound, most people who rap would lean towards other people's dialect, you know, they slang and stuff like that. So I wanted to like keep it funky, even with simple stuff like that, Junkie Pauline. Like other people don't call drug addicts junkies. That's just what we say. They say fiends. You know, they say other things, smokers, crackheads. You know, we call them junkies. You know what I'm saying? So just little stuff like that, I was conscious of. You know, even with creating the music, just keeping it Baltimore, keeping it real funky. You know what I'm saying? Like sticking to what we do, but still keeping it current and trendy too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What the joint with you and Don Pablo?
Yeah.
That shit different. How you come up with that?
I was going back and forth. I started commuting back and forth to Atlanta before I went to jail, and just networking, connecting with people, and we crossed paths. Me and Pablo had crossed paths, and we had did a couple of records really, but this one record I put on my, the record that I came out with. It was just organic, man. You know, we was just vibing, you know, in the studio late night, about 3, 4 in the morning. And we was just vibing, and you know, we got into a vibe, and it just, you know, that's what came out.
That's what's up. Anybody that you want to work with that you ain't work with yet?
Yeah, like, I mean, like, I'm open to working with people, but like, I'm not one of them people who like chasing.
I need a whole lot of collabs.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, it's like when people, most time when you're doing that, it's like you trying to like ride off of somebody else's clout.
Right.
Or they could end up outshining you on your own shit.
Yeah, I mean that's cool too, but like if I collab with somebody, it's just like I said, I move like real organic. Like it gotta be something like I'm fucking with it. Like I like what you doing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like in the sport. You know what I mean? Like if I'm a good player, you want to play another good player.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I can't wait to play them because they the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, if I collab, it'd be more or less like somebody that I respect or like. You know, so it ain't like I'm trying to get some clout up somebody. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm open to it. I respect a lot of people's music. I respect a lot of local rappers' music. I collab with a lot of local rappers. If you really follow, you know, my history, I've always been one that supported the culture of rap music in Baltimore, period. You know what I'm saying? Even when I started getting my little notoriety, like I wasn't one of them type of people that was like, yeah, I ain't gonna work with it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, like I want to see us win. You know what I mean? Like we losing on too many fronts.
Too many.
Is there any particular artist, past or current, that you would say that you admire that kind of inspire you to some degree?
Tupac.
Okay. So what is it? I love Tupac, by the way. So what is it? Is there any one specific thing about Tupac that you admire that inspires you?
Just the vulnerability of it all. You know what I mean? Like it take, like even when like I came here and like y'all told me to, you know, take off the hood. Like when you doing music or entertainment, like you kind of putting yourself out there because like now you putting yourself in a position where you can be judged or you can be criticized and so forth and so on. So, you know, to put yourself out there the way that he did and be as vulnerable, you know, as he was with the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the ugly. Like, that's just something that I think everybody just like admired about him and respect.
He was himself.
And it kind of inspired you to be like, okay, I can be, I don't have to be one way. If he could do this and, you know, still get hired for movies and still get, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can really be yourself and really be authentic. So that's what I really admired about him. I think everybody, like most people who probably do rap music probably got some pop influence or some kind of like respect for Tupac.
We gotta go to a break, y'all. Don't go nowhere, we'll be right back.
It is what it is.
Like and share.
Like and share.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you suffer in silence. Your pride won't let you just uncover your secret. Don't wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. Suicidal, depressed, but you won't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. You feel alone even though the people surround you. Popping pills every night even though you know they can't solve it. The emotional pain, it just seems way too heavy. Your mind is racing, wanna scream, somebody help me. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. These type of people sit right under our noses. We don't find out till we're on.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yo. I'm tripping off.
We are back. It is what it is. Again, we haven't already done so. Right now, we are talking to slick and amazing rapper out of Baltimore. So again, I just want to put more emphasis on don't always be so eager to overlook the talent that is right here. Whereas though you don't have to spend hundreds, and some of y'all that buy them Beyonce tickets.
Every tax season, when it's tax season time,
Kids
on the road, off the road tour, down the street
you
tour.
Have talent here, and like you and I talk a lot about that people will find all the excuses in the world to invest in what they really want to invest in, and then complain that there's nothing good or anything going on for us entertainment wise here in Baltimore. And we're sitting here with two amazing, phenomenal artists. And again, when you think about historically Baltimore City, like Tupac, I wonder how many people even know that he went to the school at all.
Right.
You know, they see them in the Hollywood limelight, and they forget that a lot of them are also from some part of the Baltimore area, whether it be the city and or the county. Toni Braxton is another one, originally from Glen Burnie. She's a PK, you know, and people forget that, and even the artists typically, they forget that as well. So share with us as well as the viewers, what is it for you personally that keeps you grounded and rooted here in Baltimore?
I don't know, man. I guess this is because I'm from here and I'm just that type of person. You know what I mean? Like my grandmother and my parents, like, you know, raised me to just be the type of person that, you know, I always want reciprocate and give back. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to start with where you're from. You know what I mean? Because that's what you know. You know, that's your people. So, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to do my part. You know what I mean? I was born here. I was raised here. So I'm the type of person that just believe everything's for a reason. So I'm here to represent Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here. I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in me. So, you know, I just want to make it better and just do my part and contribute whatever way that I can. You know what I mean? I didn't contribute it to the breakdown in a lot of ways. So, you know what I mean? Now that I'm aware, you know, I was like an ignorant person at one time. But now that I'm aware, like, I'm trying to, like, do my part and just help build it back, you know, to, you know, not build it back, but just build it into something better than what it is.
Different direction. Absolutely.
Yeah, because, like, you know, we get a lot of
bad flags.
I'm not even saying we get a lot of bad. We do a lot of bad shit.
Yeah, we do.
Like, we do a lot of bad stuff.
You do.
And you know what I mean? Like, we got a real crazy mentality. Like, I done traveled, you know, around. Not saying it's not bad other places, but Baltimore tough, man. You know, just the way that we think, you know, and we gotta be that way because, you know, the environment that we in, but we got a mean mentality, man. Like, you know, it's so crazy. It's all the way down to the way that we drive. I be out of town. People be looking at me like, oh, go ahead. Like, it ain't that serious.
I'm talking about New York.
You know, well, New York worse, but yeah, New York worse, but we aggressive.
They burn and everything in New York.
But we aggressive like that too, though. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that to say, man, you know, I just want to try to contribute to making, you know, things better than what they are, because nobody, you know, as you see, nobody not gonna come here and save us. Like we gotta do it like ourselves. Like, we gonna have to help ourselves. So, you know, I'm aware of that, and I just want to play my part. You know what I'm saying?
How would you say that your organic style of rap contributes to whether it be a healing process for the Baltimore people, or just add some type of comfort? Because I know for myself, when I was in a dark place, music, a genre of music became my outlet, because it was always a song coming on and I was like, I can relate to that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, I think, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, Tal was saying earlier, and like for a lot of the other people who like my music and listen to it, a lot of the younger people, they can relate to it. And, you know, I talk about the struggle and the pain, but I make it fun. You know, I make it animated, you know what I mean? I put a lot of different little things on it, ad-libs and stuff. I make it fun. So even though, you know, the things that we go to, because the people gonna relate to it, it's painful, but, you know, I make it in a way where it's like, okay, we all right though, like we good, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, it's just a fun experience to listen to it, because it's like, even though we going through whatever we going through, it could be worse we alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, we got clean water here.
Yeah, you know.
And that might not seem like a big thing to some people.
But it is. You know what I mean? You don't know what you got until it's taken away from you.
Right. We
You know what I mean?
We take a lot of things, you know, for granted, whether it be food, housing, healthcare, theater and arts. We really, especially here in Baltimore and the United States, period, we take a lot of things for
especially
granted.
Baltimore. Right. There's so much talent here. It's so much raw talent here. It's ridiculous.
I remember the underground up there on Emerson Avenue.
And, oh gosh, by Jimmy across street from Jimmy. Look, how old are we?
Nobody out there trying to do them calculations. And I remember just hearing a lot of talented males and females up in there, and I'm often wondering, did anybody breathe life into them and encourage them? Because another thing here in Baltimore, we're so quick to castrate somebody verbally, and I tell people all the time, the mouth can speak life or death into you, and sometimes you have to learn to be your own cheerleader, per se, with regards to your vision and your goals. So have you found that being a black man in Baltimore and a rapper, because I think a lot of people associate rap with gang banging,
with anything negative,
you know, everything negative, but there's a lot of positivity that comes along with rap, such as with comedians. I feel like comedians help me laugh about a lot of serious things that rub me the wrong way. So have you experienced that, like, anything in particular about you being a rapper that just has rubbed you the wrong way, but you work through it?
Yeah, just stuff like, you know, what you said, like sometimes people stereotype and assume, you know what I mean, because you see a group of guys and they might do rap music that's some kind of violence or aggression involved. Right. So, you know, I experienced people being kind of like standoffish or skeptical to do certain type of business. You know what I mean? Because they really don't know. And, you know what I mean? But like I said, I understand it too, because you know, sometimes you...
If that's all we show them, if that's all we show,
you got that type of
we
stuff.
got.
You know what I mean? But like I said, you know, I just try to show by action. You know what I'm saying? I just try to show by action. You know, you just gotta judge me off my character as you see me. You know what I mean? Because you might see me away or assume that I'm away, but you know, when you meet a person and a person, you know, communication rule a nation. You know what I'm saying? If you can communicate, if you can articulate yourself on a certain level, you know what I mean? So I'm there with it. So like, even though like I experience it, because people might look at me, just, you know, see me away, but you know what I mean? I got a mouth.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got $1 million mouthpiece. Like this joint just don't rap. You know what I'm saying? Like this joint can articulate. You know what I'm saying? And you know, in any situation. So like, you know, I'm just one of the, I don't let nothing hold me back. So even though I might be conscious of an experience of somebody might be, I don't let it. You know, I wiggle through it. You know, I play chess. I don't play checkers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just get in there and get it done.
So what do you have coming up? Any like new projects? Anything on down?
I got a new mixtape that's ready to drop like any day.
Okay, what's the name?
Friday the 13th. Really, it's called Fresh Out.
Okay.
Cause you know, as y'all probably know, like I'm fresh out of you know, a lot of
situation.
Yeah, a situation. So I know the people, I know the fans, you know, want to hear some new material from me. You know, I had an album that was already done before I went in. Okay. So I'm gonna release that too. But you know, I just want to give them something new. So I got a new mixtape coming on December the 13th, Friday the 13th. I got a new mixtape, Fresh Out. So.
Okay.
Talk to us about January 11th.
January 11th is my coming home concert. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm throwing a coming home concert. It's at the Charm City nightclub. It's the old Paparazzi. I think it's called Charm nightclub now. Yeah, it's the old night. It's the old Paparazzi. But yeah, I got a coming home concert. I got a lot of other local artists that's coming through. Perform. I just want to keep it kind of fresh and a surprise for everybody. So it's just like, you know, I got special guests coming. There's no telling, because a lot of people have been like, because I'm home.
Right.
And, you know, I contributed a lot to the culture, so a lot of people, you know, showing love. So, you know, ain't no telling who gonna come through. But I want everybody to come out party. Y'all can come out and party.
We are. That's why we have it. If anyone
Yeah.
is following It Is What It Is Radio, whether or not you see, well, it's 4 of us, whether or not you see all 4 of us, the 3 of us, you're definitely going to see Dr. Nicole and Love Be God there. And know that when we're coming because we really sincerely believe in, one, supporting, uplifting, and promoting our local artists.
Absolutely.
So make sure, and I always do a recap, so make sure you're following a recap. Can you please help the followers and viewers out? Tell them how they can follow you and what's up and coming or going on with you on social media.
You gotta follow me. The Slickster 101.
Okay, we're gonna need you to spell that out. I know it's probably 1,000 ways to do that.
The Slickster, TheSlickster 101. It's a class, man. Every day I'm taking to school. You gotta follow me. Yeah, follow me. So, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm just, you know, just doing me, just living life, and, you know, just giving off good energy, man. You know, I'm just a good vibe, to follow.
Well, I love your vibe, and I thank you so much for
Appreciate
coming and being transparent with us. I'm very big on supporting and empowering our Black men. So I know you're just coming home from incarceration. Please give anyone that believes that there is no hope for them after release from incarceration, give them something to believe in, please.
Well, I mean, you know, what everything and whatever it is that you want to do, man, you know, whatever desire it is, you know, you got the power to do it. You really can't let nothing or no one make you believe or, you know, come between you and your dream and your goal. I'm just a testament of it because, you know, I'm a guy that, you know, I always dreamed of doing music. I was a kid, you know, I used to get, you know, the Source magazine and I get the posters and put them on my wall. But, you know, one day I got the courage to do it, and immediately, you know, as soon as I recorded my first couple songs, I went to jail. You know what I mean? And that could have discouraged me from, you know, doing, and I went to jail for a couple of years. You know what I mean? But instead of me getting down on myself and, you know, I set those years and planned, you know, for, you know, the opportunity when it came again, when I was free. And, you know, I came home and I chased a dream, and it started, you know, becoming what it is. So I'm just a testament of it, man. Like, nothing can hold you back. You know, even now, I had a lot of stumbles in this road, but, you know, every day, you know, God give you an opportunity when He give you life. So, you know, every day you got an opportunity to make it better and get it right. So, you know, I'm just chasing that dream. I'm just trying to get it right every day. You know what I mean? So, as long as you do that, you good, man. You can't let nothing. You know, I know some people who was in jail for, you know, a long time. You know what I mean? But if, you know, you could be a person with $1 million or a couple of $1 million, but you terminally ill. You could trade places with that guy in that cell because he has life. You know what I mean? He has the opportunity. There's no telling what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, maybe the laws will change. He'll get free. So, you know, every day you just got to be, you know, you just got to be optimistic. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
We have had amazing men,
we have
African American
yes,
on
absolutely.
this show, and the common theme has been plan, preparation, research, repeat. And I love that thing because I'm constantly telling people a failure to plan is a plan to fail. You know, life does not knock on your door or give you a wake-up call and say, hey, I think I'm gonna throw you this curveball. You have to be able, you know, to deal with it as it comes, and you have to take the situations, because through those situations, some we choose for ourselves, some God designs for our life to give us a mission.
A lesson. A lot of it is a lesson.
Such as Paul in the Bible, you know, and without certain struggles and triumph, can we really, and that's a question, and I want y'all as our viewers to actually ask yourself and ponder on this, can you really be a voice and an inspiration to the next person? And not to say that you have to physically go through something like that person, but there's something in each of our lives that had taken place and we have overcome it and been victorious.
Because we right here, right now.
Right. That allows us to speak life into the next person and uplift. So I really, really sincerely wish you well. All the blessings. Please again, we're all of us are already following you.
Yes.
Tag us in your stuff because we flood. We flood. We're going to share and we're going to definitely come out and support you.
Appreciate it.
You have tickets for sale?
Yeah, but you know y'all get tickets on.
Oh, that's what's up.
Let the people know how to follow you
again.
Follow me at the Slickster 101, man, on every platform. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on everything. But the Slickster 101, that's THE SLICKSTER 101. I mean, they got me, they got.
Or you could go on our page. We'll always,
we got y'all. Don't even worry about what y'all sticky papers right now. We got y'all.
It is what it is.
All the social media handles in the recap, so that there's no excuse why any of us cannot
find me. Yeah.
Can we just take a shout out? Give a couple shout outs to Mama Brogdon in the house. She said, hey, Miss Shannon, Miss Ashley, big little cousin Twat, what's up? Big little cousin. Twat.
We're not gonna repeat it. We're sorry, but that's a funny name. You got it. I'm not calling nobody.
All right.
Original.
You're not gonna say that. Okay.
That's it? You on the road.
No. Y'all shot me dead with that.
Shout out to Cousin Twat, though. Cousin Twat. One more question, though, yo. Your dream track, if you had two other artists to be on it, whether dead or alive, two other MCs and you, who would it be and who would you let them
Hands up, hold that question because we gotta go to a break. We'll get you when we come in. It is what it is.
We'll answer the question and then we're going to introduce our next guest.
That's what's up.
Where's that, yo?
It's on the
Listen to this flashback of Skyline Radio Show.
So where we at? Where we talk about the effects and what's going on in these schools, and what people don't understand. Just real briefly, I just want to talk a little bit about what people say bullying is or is not. So bullying comes in many forms. It's a teasing, it's the cyberbullying, it's the texting, it's the phone calls, it's the posting of pictures and people's personal information to pretty much cause them harm, to have them feel insecure. It's the sex assaults that people actually put out there. There are physical assaults, and there are mental assaults and emotional assaults. And what I like to remind individuals that any aggressive behavior towards anyone that is unwanted and unwarranted in an individual asks you to stop. Let's stop there. Stop.
And they should be respecting that.
Respecting that and respecting yourself, because when you're able to respect another person, you're able to respect yourself. And the way that you're able to show that respect is that you know that you have a gift and you know you're uniquely made and that you matter, and then you also acknowledge that the next person beside you matters as well.
Right.
You know, and we lose that sometimes. Bullying is a behavior that underestimates the lives and legacy of you. I'm sure that when they was bullying me, and I'm sure when they was bullying you, they didn't understand who you're going to become later on. I didn't know.
Right, because I'm popping. I can't All right, let me tell you, all those people who felt like they wanted to say whatever to me, look at me now. It's like, no, y'all don't understand, but I've been through some things, okay? And you know what? No.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We just having a ball off. Big twat, man. Hey, what's up?
No.
Hey,
back to the question. What was the question?
All week long, I'm joking.
No, you're not. I'm not
answering. Shout out to Big Twat. Shout out to Big Twat for that.
It's so many.
2 twats.
2 twats. 2 twats. Alright, yo, I ain't gonna do that. Oh, but back to the question.
Hey,
You had 2 other MCs. Who would it be, and who would produce the beat?
Serious question. That's me. This is a hip hop question.
I just put them Source magazines in my walk too.
Yeah.
I was, well, mine was beat it up as well.
See, I don't want to be cliche because, you know, I could just say Biggie and Tupac and we can get it done. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be cliche. I really like Future. You know what I'm saying? And I like, you know, everything about what he do and what he did for the culture. Like, you know, a lot of people don't really give him that, but he like changed the culture.
He did.
So I really wouldn't mind doing, you know what I'm saying? And who else? I'm trying to think of somebody that I really deal with right now. Money Man. Money Man. Money Man, like somebody I really listen to that I really respect, that I wouldn't mind getting. And who would do the beat? What's the guy name? Y'all might not even be down with this guy. Pierre Bourne.
I don't know. No,
You're right.
You right. See?
But we trust you.
Look, right. I'm gonna look him up now. Look, I'm gonna look him up now.
I'm gonna Google him.
Yeah, he good. He good.
Oh man, I'm still tripping.
Look,
Y'all got that
anyway.
The big twat thing.
Yeah, she not even that
Can she call up here?
No.
Big twat.
Don't call up. No.
571-336-6428. You can call.
Call us up.
No, you gotta call up here.
We want to know.
We just want to know where the origin and all that
Yeah, like seriously, I'm nosy. I want to know. I have to know.
Y'all, it's terrible.
Who knows Big Twat? Somebody out there.
Right.
Somebody knows Big Twat. Somebody else knows Big Twat.
Call us up.
Yo.
Time to get exposed.
That's what it is. Okay, that's cool.
So I had life. You know, Nick and I always talk a lot about energy in the universe, and the universe has been mad wild for me lately. I have been meeting some of the most amazing people. It's kind of how we connected, and I love this chick right here. Before I introduce our next guest, I want to shout her out because I tell people a lot of times you don't know someone's backdrop and what they're going through. And time is the one thing in life that none of us sitting at this table and in the world, period, can get back. So when someone is taking the time to call you, check on you, come and support you, or even lift you up for prayer, please don't take that for granted. This woman right here has been going through a lot. I'm not going to put her business out there, but when I say I see a lot of people that fall apart, turn to suicide, turn to drugs, turn to various criminal activity, but she stood fast. And in the midst of her own struggle, she continued to be a servant unto God and just out there looking out for other people, showing up for me. So I'm proud of you. Like, sir, even though she had to grab her crystal, talk to me the other day. But if you're not meeting people that uplift you and challenge you to be better than you were the day before, that is a problem. And if you are not challenging yourself, that is a problem. And to be able to listen to someone assertively without defenses up, and I know that's hard for you.
Absolutely.
You're a fighter, and the very things I love about you, you know, we talked about it. Don't change it, just modify. And I'm so freaking proud.
Thank you.
Okay, so we went out and we celebrated, the three of us. It was ladies' night. So again, just don't walk past people and see them but not see them. You know, take the time to actually speak to them. You'll be surprised in how you might change their day and talk them off the edge. And whenever possible, give a compliment and kudos.
It goes a long way.
Or female. It does.
It does.
It makes a difference. So I'm going to get off the soapbox because that's something that's near and dear to my heart. So the universe, right? So I'm over Nique's house talking to her before she grabbed that crystal that's around her neck. and I meet this amazing artist sitting next to me. Like, I kind of pick with people a lot. Like, I don't need to know you to be like, hey, come here. You know, talk to me.
Right.
And the infamous Hurt. Let me tell you, this artist here is a story already written, just waiting to be published and read. And I think I told you that when we talked. Multi-talented poet, writer, and some more stuff. So I'm going to let infamous Hurt, that's putting females in the game locally in Baltimore. Shout out to us. We winning all the way around.
We trying to anyway.
Introduce the people to you. And we're going to get her into social media because she doesn't like social media. But Nika not on it. She will be by the time we through. But
yeah, we can get her together.
But more or less, y'all can follow me on Instagram at infamous Hurt.
How you spell it?
INFAMOUSHURT. Okay. So yeah, like a lot of my events and stuff like that I got going on right now. Just trying to get that out there as far as in the social network of things. So yeah.
So when did you first realize like that this is what you wanted to do? That you had something? Like how old was you when you realized you had the gift to write?
I actually started rapping at the age of 13. Well, actually before that, but like inside of the studio, 13 and up. Like I honestly love to write. I love order. I love like the way things are put together. Like even with Slick when he was saying with Pop, I love the way that the mind works, especially when you're listening to things. It's just like a story as if you read it, but it's the only way that you perceive it and how you intake everything. So that always intrigued me, and that's like more or less my writing technique with a lot of things.
And what's a little bit about your background? Like originally from Baltimore, West Side?
Yeah,
what you been doing with yourself?
I'm from the village. More or less like when I came. Well, I was incarcerated for 6.5 years.
Okay. Hold on. Hold that, because we got to go to a break. We got to go to a break.
Share it is what it is. Radio will be.
We'll be right back.
Get more time.
This unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new. Take a break from my broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't get the hands off from me. Oh no, she couldn't get the hands off from me. Got your hands till we dance in the dark. Show enough, she couldn't get the hands off from me. We do whatever you like. Get the hands off from me. Oh no, she couldn't get the hands off from me.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. So no matter what you up, you gotta go hard. Don't matter. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet.
You are listening Listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we're back. As always, thank you for tuning in to our viewers. If you have not already done so, like and share the page. So we're talking to the infamous Hurt, and we're asking her questions, and we got to kind of pull it out of her. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to Love God B, and I hear her in the room rapping, and her rap game is like amazing to me. It really, I have a lot of respect for female artists, especially because I know the acceptance of them is not the same. Like
then be a lesbian also. It's a big thing. It's not easy.
So tell us where your inspiration of some of your music comes from. Be transparent.
Like, I'm a lover of all genres for real. Like when it comes down to music, like you'll catch me listening to
anything, wild shit. I'll be like, what is that?
I turn on some classical real quick. I turn on some rock. I love music, so like that kind of goes in line with the writing. You feel me? Because like it's like when I hear it, my mind creates. My mind goes into like a whole little turn of things. The way it's go. Just everything just start to come to me to the point to where it's go like, yeah, no, I gotta get it like this. I scheme it like that. Say this like that. Like it's just a whole order in my mind that I illustrate to the paper. Like so, like a lot of times, like it's like more or less none of rap is what motivates me.
Okay.
And I know it probably sounds crazy because when you listen to other songs and other type of music, it kind of brings you to a wider perspective. So instead of always just being like one type of lane, it now opens you up to be like, oh, I can flex this like this, or I can maneuver it like that. So it's a different scheme of things instead of just always being the same. Like that's just something that I, as a person, thrive on the difference.
So we're gonna ask you to spit
something.
We spit
I'm gonna answer for it. We sure can. Oh, you ain't on the hot seat either, Selena.
Oh yeah, we coming back to you.
We put her on the hot seat first.
Right. We coming back to you.
Hey, give us something.
Playing with your life on a route where shit get skeptical. People play you out of position like you a spectacle. Never hold me back, more like I'm disrespectful. Never see me down, but I get it just like a catcher do unloyal. I learned my fucking lesson. These vultures been around me just to block my every blessing. So I move with precision and caution, running numbers like auctions. Backs against the wall, but my moves, I never lost it. This for my day ones that's gone, you and my heart shit. Keep me from my fake ones, I know that I'm a target. Playing chess with these fools, I'm a fast player dudes in your Park Avenue on the walk. I can't lose, time is up, little snooze.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So for those of you that are already following the page, we have been sharing what she was kind enough. Well, no, she didn't give me that.
No,
I smashed.
Yeah, you did.
I will smash your video off your page in a heartbeat. And I wanted to do that because I'm a big advocate of people properly promoting themselves, and I don't feel like it's enough just to put a flyer out there and say, hey, this is what the individual do. I couldn't find any videos to snatch off your page, Slick, but I was looking. You got a lot of pictures, though. Thank you.
Yeah, we was going through the pictures like, oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is a good one. We like to do all
that. So if you haven't checked out her music video that is on the It Is What It Is page, please do so. And I'm going to ask Slick that if you have a video, direct me to it and I will snatch it, or you can send it willingly. I just want to put
just let me know where to get it from. We'll get it.
So what's one thing that keeps you going? And because I don't know if the music industry, and y'all two both can help me out, is challenging, discouraging, a breeze for you. I don't know. What is it that keeps you thriving and passionate about staying in the music industry?
Honestly, like I fell off for a second. Like when I came in the game first, I was dealing with Knoxville, and then it was like I fell back from it for a little while. It was a lot going on.
What is Knotville? For the people that don't know.
Knotville Entertainment is more or less
like a group.
Record label. No, it's a record label with K-Mac and a couple associates for us that. But like I was basically doing a lot of the features, trying to get out there, female ciphers and stuff like that. But then it was just like life just happened for real.
Right.
At the same time, it's like I have enough to press forward, even if I didn't. You feel me? Put nothing out, but at the same time, it was like my mind wasn't nowhere near it and nowhere into it. So like, I had other venues and everything that I had to more or less put my focus into. So like now, more or less, that's why I was going to come to the new and everything for us with this
social media and stuff. Oh god.
Yeah, like not too many features, more or less what a lot of people haven't heard from me. You know? So like so that way they can at least get that feel from me. It's a few in there, but like not more or less as overpopulated as normal.
So let me tell the viewers, because she like tiptoeing around it. I'm very captivated by you based off our conversation. So when we talk about judging a book by its cover, such as the question I had asked you earlier, Slick, when you see this young lady right here, I don't know what a lot of y'all perception of her would be, but if I was one of those ignorant people, and understand that ignorance means you just don't know. Doesn't mean you're stupid, it just means you don't know. Right. Yeah. So if I was one of those ignorant people, I would be like thug. I would be like click with my door. Now that I got doors there, could do that. Because at first I had to click, push it back. I don't know, great. I got click. I hit the button. I would be that person. But let me just share with the viewers. I am sitting next to, I don't even know what it is, and I have a PhD, but she A+1 certified in IT with a degree. So I want people, right. So when I say I'm intrigued by her, like we sat and we talked as if we had known each other for the longest time.
Like
I love when the universe just sends somebody. And one, it keeps me humble. Yeah. Two, I learn from people, and that's why I'm not one of those people that actually judge individuals. So we're sitting here with two very intelligent artists that if people did not take the opportunity, like what Slick was saying earlier, to actually, sit and talk to him, and like he said, he like, yeah, I can rap, I can spit. He like, but I'm real deep with my vocabulary. Don't step to him until you ready for him to switch another light switch on. And we do that so often. So what I want to say to you on the air, because I love putting people on the spot, because it makes you hold yourself accountable. Stop hiding from the world. Stop hiding from your gifts and your talents in which God has given you. He has given you them for a reason, and I think I shared with you when we talked. Don't be selfish. You're not They're yours to share, because those gifts and talents are going to be healing or education for someone. You are an intelligent Black woman. Let me say that again. A lot of times people say Black women, we bitter, we angry. And although we are, historically we have a lot of reasons to be. However, that has not stopped your drive, your ability to persevere, even with your background.
No, honestly, it was because of that. Because at the end of the day, like, as a people, we have really not really acknowledged why we don't progress. And the reason why that we don't progress is because of the simple fact that we allow situations in life to stagnate us and put us in that position to be them bitter people, to be that miserable person. And in being that type of person is basically like, I can't put the focus into anything in the existing in life that's productive if basically my main focus and my main thoughts is all on the negativity, all on the wrong that's been done to me. Oh, I don't like you because of this. Or I don't deal with you because of that reason. Hey, look, there's a lot of other reasons that could have been more detrimental to that. Let it go. That's what life gotta be about. 2020 coming in, like, it's a lot of stuff that I was mad about. That's really what stagnated. You know what I'm saying? And until I was able to realize that for myself, like, just look, Whole time I'm worried about you because I don't like you. But you progressing. But I'm still sitting here, man, fuck it. Like everything's bitter, everything's wrong. You feel me? And the whole time, once I get to moving, now I'm ahead. I'm watching me because now they gonna be like, "Dang, I thought I stopped that bitch. I thought I did this." No, you don't do nothing. That's the same thing with prison, with everything. Anything that they basically try to restrict you, to hold your mind that whereas though you can't think outside of that place.
You can't get a situation of power. You gotta hold the
power. Never let nobody get that power. You hold the power for yourself.
So what can we expect to see? Live performances?
Something. We gotta
I told you I'm a person. That's how you want to do something.
Shout out to the Pink Lounge. They have after hours every Friday and Saturday night, and they do a Wednesday open mic karaoke that I've been trying to get her to go to. Come on now.
No, but I mean, like I said, I've been in the Baltimore scene for a minute.
Okay, but now you need to come back.
In a lot of things.
You need to come
back.
back.
It seems like honestly, I'm looking for something different. I'm looking for something new.
Do you know what it is that you're looking for?
Yeah, like I'm looking to leave. Like
really?
I'm not saying like leave and forget Baltimore. I'm looking to go out and reach more because Baltimore like
do that.
Hey, there you go. Like I done given a lot of me to Baltimore. Like it don't even matter. And it's not that say like I'm trying to leave it, run from nothing or any of that. No, it's called betterment. It's called growth. It's called.
I hear that. So I think you know where I'm gonna go with that. Nothing wrong with that, and I support you with that because it doesn't give me another place to go and travel to. But I digress with that.
No, but I mean, I'm still gonna do stuff here. Like I'm not saying that that's taking me away from here, but like honestly, my real focus is to get from out of here. That hospitality and everything is a whole different. You feel me?
Nothing wrong with that. Trust me.
It's a whole different everything, and I'm tired of being that hard, irritable person. Cause that's the way you gotta walk around here.
So what if the person that, cause we talked about it.
Yeah.
So here, look, universe again. So one of the things she and I talked about, I asked her the question.
If you was
I asked her about her elevator speech. I asked her if she have an elevator speech. Elevator speech is just 60 seconds. Because that's about what it takes in an elevator to get from one floor to the next to sell yourself to me. So at the time, I could only think of P. Diddy. And I said, I'm P. Diddy in the elevator. You didn't anticipate meeting me.
Right.
This is your opportunity. Boom, right here. Sell yourself. All you got is 60 seconds of my time.
I like that.
To sell yourself.
It was deep.
And believe it or not, it's the hardest thing. You're talking about.
And you talking about yourself though. You talking about yourself. Right. It's so hard to do.
Right.
People don't really think about it in that aspect.
I'm proud.
I'm too cocky.
I said you gonna insult me.
She said I ain't gonna run get you no cappuccino.
No, listen, I done watched that man-made rappers, all this. Wanted to go to Egypt. You go to Cambodia and get me some gold.
Right.
What is you making? I get this shit delivered.
So my whole point is that I'm a firm believer in the energy within the universe, and I never know where my opportunity is positioned at by God. And a lot of my opportunities, as I believe I shared with you, have come from those moments when I was like, I ain't going. It ain't nothing there for me. And then I go, and because of how you say your character slick, how I position myself, how I carry myself, and then not even knowing that people are following. It's them silent people that never say nothing, that's lurking, that's following you, that's like, I would love to meet that person. Yeah. So that person, still stick with your goal to actually leave, but don't count it out. Hold that thought. Well, I'm going to be right back. We'll be right back.
It is. Like and share.
Good vibe.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange radio show.
Any trouble, because I get into any trouble, but I had a problem that this then became a discussion at that workplace environment. Now, the discussion was I should have been more sensitive. In what way was my first response? And I guess when I had to meet with that said person who had the issue with the person who was said leader of that organization, I said, well, to that person, how would I have known that? Well, you should have asked.
I think so. You want my opinion?
It was a circle, and I was willing to go on that merry-go-round.
You are better than most.
Yeah.
I think that's normal when you're in a group and there's norming. Most of the time when you're in new work environments or you're in a space where you're getting to know people, it's normal now to ask for people's preferred pronouns. You wouldn't have known that.
Normal to who? What is normal?
Well, you work in social... You
but
work
I don't
in social
feel the
innovation
need to give
and
my pronouns, so it's not normal to me.
You don't, but I think, because I feel like the person was probably offended because they felt like you were not honoring whoever they are, right? But you wouldn't have known that.
Still to this moment, I don't know what their pronouns are. So in that
they didn't offer
circle, we still don't know. So I'll go as far as saying I perceived it to be a she.
Perceive them to be a she.
Them.
Yeah.
Her, him, they,
them. It seems like they, them would be the easiest one on this one.
Join us every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. for the Artist Exchange radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
First they love you, then desert you, leave with a plate full with no spoon. It ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste, I've been bad, burned, then fucked over. Remain strong through the Passover, kicking haters out of the way like masked over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't a man to me to let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, don't pan I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I peep the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator, but I can't save it. It'll be too loud on the pedal stool. Don't carry fakers, always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more paper, I can't breathe, give me 3 feet. I never let y'all be the death of me. When my patient run there, yeah, nigga OT, cause they wanna see me down like I'm an NCT. 6 words, get the fuck away from me, say I help you out if you can help yourself. I keep it G till I DIE. Now excuse me while I get back to PC. HOP ain't losing sleep while your third eye always on me. I'm steady green just to feed the team.
Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
period.
The real. Right. That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right. And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to, if the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
What's up, man?
So let me tell y'all, when we live, when we let them, I said when we live, what we're laughing about. So Slick didn't know that we're live, and he hasn't looked at the camera. And I want, where's at the camera, Slick? He thought we was recording and we was gonna post it. That's not what we do. We live. We live.
That's what's up. Slick in the building.
That's funny. So Tell the viewers how they can follow you on Instagram. we working on her social media.
we try to get her followers.
Gotta get with that though.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell her again, Slick. Tell her one more again.
You gotta get with the social media.
I be
Because it's a social sport. We're into a social sport.
Yeah.
So you gotta be social.
Absolutely.
But no, you can follow me on Instagram at Infamous Hurt.
How you spell it?
No,
because
I was dyslexic. So then you sit here like,
listen.
Why am I laughing at that? That's not funny.
But anyway, guess what? If you was dyslexic, you can go on either Dr. Nicole on my page. And
just fine.
Well, it depends on the level of her dyslexia, whether or not she can find a way on my page.
Spelling it all
I'm
backwards.
just saying. That is not funny, but it is kind of funny.
No, I was just playing though. I ain't. All right, Infamous Hurt. INFAMOUSHURT. Instagram.
And as always, during a recap, I will definitely post the correct spelling for those of you who may not can hear or don't actually catch the spelling of it. So no worries, we got you. Just know that we got you. Just tune into the recap. So, Mr. Slick.
Yeah.
Why you got that name? Let's talk about
that. Where does that name come from?
They've been calling me Slick since I was about 14.
Why? It's a reason.
I really don't know. I think, I don't know, because of probably my voice. I don't know, man. I really can't say.
Your voice reminds me of, what's the singer with the guitar? Life Jennings.
Okay. I can see it.
Just amuse me, say, must sing it. Must be nice. Just say that part.
Sad, but I can't sing.
That voice. Just say
rap,
it. Just talk it out.
It must be nice.
Yo, just found a new No, R&B Slick, we gonna catch that on the next one. R&B Slick.
Businessman. He didn't even know he had it in the leg. He didn't even know.
Got your girl George, they come and say
For those of y'all that are Life Jennings fans, y'all know he sound like.
And then you know what? Now that you say that, I can hear that.
I keep saying. I know he probably like, she weirdo. He probably is gonna talk about me later, but I'm not. Well, I am a little bit, but that's why I was looking. That's why I was looking. That's what he sound like.
Yeah, but Slick, that's my real nickname.
Okay.
It's not a rap name.
So you don't really know why people started calling you that?
I really don't, man. I really, I don't know, man.
He was always doing something.
Yeah,
Doing
probably,
something slick.
Yeah, probably, you know what I mean, just talking shit.
Right.
Just trying to dress nice and just
being slick.
Being slick.
Yeah, because you came in here with the hoodie, like paparazzi was chasing.
Yeah,
He had the shades on, he had the cap that he still had on, he had
that's
the
part
hoodie
of the mystique. No, that's really part of the thing that might be the thing with Hurt that y'all trying to get out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like when you putting yourself out there, man, it's like it's a different thing. So it's kind of like
you gotta be in disguise sometimes.
Yeah, it's like you want to give your art, but you don't want to give you.
Right.
So it's like sometimes it's like, all right, I'm here, but I'm not.
Right. Yeah.
Straight up, but that's how that is.
So can we get you to spit a couple bars for us?
We forgot.
We ain't forget. I'm on it.
Let's get it like
bars. I can give y'all bars off the top of the head.
Yeah, give us something.
But I don't really got bars. Like I don't even really write rap.
Okay, well, just off the top of your head.
Yeah, I'm looking.
We had gave him a whole commercial break.
Right.
Check this out.
I got you.
You got that?
Go ahead, Slick. I got you.
You see it, you want it, you got it. Everything that I do for a profit. Every car that I drive is exotic. Every blunt that I smoke is exotic. Everything that I do for a profit, I be cutting the cap and you cop it. Got a bad bitch from the tropics. She be bad and she bougie, no smiling. I be dripping with Da Vinci, I'm styling. I be dripping in Fendi, I'm modeling. I be dripping in Gucci, I'm gobbling. She be throwing it back, it be wobbling. She be throwing it back, I be catching it. She infatuated with the ratchet shit.
Okay, Slick, I see why they call you Slick. I see why they call
I'm just
you
talking
Slick.
shit though. You know what I mean? I normally rap fast though.
Yeah.
I normally rap a little more faster than that, but
Why you
I'm
give us
tipsy.
something fast?
I'm tipsy
And
and,
then that's
I really
something
can't
more
freestyle. I'm like giving you something like off the top. Like I really, I you know what I'm saying? Like I normally just, I don't write stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's
I like
a
the
different
throwing
vibe.
it back, catching it part. Like, I like that part stood out to me.
That stood out to me.
As y'all can tell, we are truly a family.
Big twat.
Here. You and your cousin are not gonna let that down.
No.
Little twat, you're not gonna let that
Big twat, yeah.
Y'all awful.
But we are a family here, you know. So I love the fact that we can do the show, we can talk seriously, we can be transparent with one another, we can be transparent with our viewers. But I love the laughter, especially during this time of the year. And I just want to remind our viewers that the holidays solidifies love, family, unity for most of us, for a good portion, I'll put it that way. But just keep in mind that there's a big portion of people out here where depression is setting in for whatever reason. Maybe their loved ones are not here. Maybe whatever direction their life has taken, the family has kind of like cut them off, for lack of a better word,
Financially, a lot of
explaining
people
it.
go through a lot.
So just kind of lift those people up in prayer. And if you get the opportunity to laugh, please don't hide your laughter. Laugh, because if you don't know how to laugh through the ugliness that's going on in your life and in the world, it can take you to some dark places.
Absolutely. Speaking of laugh, wait a minute. Shouts out to Dave Butler.
Oh yeah, he is a nut. That's why right you had her pick you up with her sciatica nerve either. And my knees was hurting afterwards.
Yeah, y'all gotta check this guy out. Every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday.
At St. Maria's?
St. Mary's.
I'm sorry, Maria's.
And just before we go, man, let's stop the killing, man. Let's stop the shooting, man. Let's just really just take this time and just think about this, man. 300 people murdered per year, man. Like, most people don't even know 300 other people.
No.
It's a lot of people. Let's stop the killing, man. Let's stop the shooting, Baltimore, man. Let's get it right. You know what I mean?
And for individuals that know or may not know, I'm in the behavior health field. I'm in partnership with the Baltimore City Mayor's office. I oversee the overdose survivors program and expert with the NIMBY department. So NIMBY, not in my backyard, trust me, all of us have someone in our family or in our social circle that is suffering from the disease of addiction. So I'm gonna put it out there. If you know someone or if you are that someone that needs some type of help with your drug use, please call me and I will post the number in the recap, 443-695-2268. We are losing a lot of people. I was driving up Windsor Mill about a week ago, and right there at the police department with a Royal Farm that sells real good chicken. Shout out to Royal Farm. I'm not sucking. I just really love Royal Farm chicken.
You were saying that earlier, like I want some chicken wings.
But I was reading the board, so every police department and fire department is tallying up how many overdoses. So as of last week, the Woodlawn area had 884 overdoses, 132 deaths. And I'm just going to leave that right there. So when we look at individuals and we're trying to sweep it under the rug and act like it's not happening, it's happening. And I'm really passionate about what I do because I have a brother that's serving a life sentence plus 90 years as a result of his addiction, and he took someone's life. So again, if you know someone or you suspect someone, send them my way so that we can get them some help. That we are not living in a time where we should be judgmental and turning a blind eye to what is going into society. The old African proverb says it takes a village to raise a child, and I really need us to go back to that. And I talk a lot about Sankofa. If you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. So I need us to wake up. Everybody's hashtag and stay woke, but do you really know what that means?
Yes.
Do you really have a personal connection to it?
Yeah, and it's a lot different now because you know back in the day you might have grown up in a house with an uncle that sniffed dope or an aunt that did righty or something like that. But now it's like I'm serious. I mean that's my household. I can't speak for everybody else, but I probably had like a aunt or uncle that did about everything. But now it's the kids. It's not that uncle or aunt no more. It's like this, your sons, your daughters, your little cousins, your nieces. It's on a whole different level than what it used to be.
So I'm watching videos where our youth are taking what's called flakka and other synthetic drugs, and it is putting them in a zombie-like state. I literally cry when I see that. And let me pause for a minute. Stop taking videos of people that's nodding out. You are exploiting people. Let me say that again. I take that personal too. Stop exploiting people. You would not want anyone to record your daughter, your niece, your wife, your girlfriend, your side chick, your mother, your grandmother. Don't do it to people because no one decided and said, when I grow up, I want to be an addict.
Right.
Nobody said that. It's a certain, let me just tell you, working in that field, my youngest patient has been 18, and she said at the age of 8, her mother put a needle in her arm. So don't always assume you know why someone is getting high, or you have that individual that was a victim of sexual molestation. And I can tell you that when you are hurting so bad, it's like a throbbing toothache. You just want the pain to stop. You just want to sleep. So while it seems a permanent end to a temporary situation, if you are not in someone's shoes and you do not know what he or she is going through, don't judge. Because let he who is without sin cast the first stone. So again, if you know somebody that needs support, it don't cost you nothing to speak life into somebody and give them a card or point them in the right direction. Please stop exploiting people, especially our children. Stop recording them and doing that, because when they get older, those videos are still out there of them, and people will always remember them videos. So that's
and I was going to also add, not even just to the people that, the people that have problems and know they have problems, but to the younger people that have problems that don't realize they have problems. Like these prescription pain medications is real. My brother OD'd off of it on my living room floor. He just wanted to get high. He didn't want to kill himself. He just wanted to have a good time. So don't think because they come from a doctor that it's not serious. It's just as serious, if not more. That stuff, it depresses your respiratory system, and then the next thing you know, you nod it out. But you really not nod it out. You really did. So, we do want to help the people that, but it's to the younger people, the people that just want to have fun. It's a little bit more serious than that.
It is.
It's a lot more serious than that.
It is. And that's another thing that I love about artists, what it is that y'all do. I don't see it as just music, A lot of times when I'm listening, not this newer rap, that it's like 50 people on the stage, and I'm like, what are y'all talking about? But for the most part, I was just talking about, I was like, why is it 50 people on the stage? I can't understand why. And there's 50 of y'all up there, and everybody sharing the mic, but
no, I'm not sharing the mic.
Well, they all got mics. That's too many mics to have out there. But I love what y'all do as artists, because your music creates an outlet for people. It gives them something to hold on to. So please don't stop doing what it is that you're doing. And I know for myself, once having been in a very dark place to the point where I tried to commit suicide multiple times, music became somebody with a PhD. None of us are immune to the trials and tribulations of life. If you don't have a foundation of support and insight of who you are and what God's purpose over your life is, you too can fall victim to either drugs, violence,
anything,
suicide.
anything.
But music became my outlet. It actually gave me hope. And I have every journal. I grew up in foster care. I have all of my journals. And my fly girl that was once my social worker when I was in foster care is my mother figure. So Andrea Dukes, I love you. And she spoke life. She spoke life into me, you know. And again,
That's
the
what's
music, what y'all do saved me. And I thank you.
It's
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Understand.
It's like last night that DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Like that's
Universal-
some real shit. That's all.
Music is a universal language.
Okay. Yeah.
You got people that don't even speak English but can listen to English music and can feel that. You know what I mean? That's a universal language. You know, music is a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing.
It's definitely not to be taken lightly. You know, a lot of people always like, oh, rap music, it solicits violent thoughts and that. I know it's you not monitoring the type of rap and or music and or movies and or whatever.
And I like to always say this too, when people go there, you know what I mean? You know, it's the type of thing where it's like, do you want to turn your head and your eye to what's happening? Because a lot of times when you're talking rap music, all it is an expression, or you know, people kind of like telling you what's really going on in the inner city streets. This is really going on. Then the people who like, no, that's the people who just want to turn their eye to what's really going on, to the truth. This is what's really going on. So like rap is kind of like journalism too. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Dan Rather going out there in Iraq or something. You know what I mean? And he telling you word for word, play for play. Man, they shooting right now. They got the AKs right now. The little boy, he ran across here, shot a man dead in his head.
That's real.
You know what I mean? That's no different from me saying it on the track.
When you when you take the blindfold, see, people don't like to be held accountable.
Right.
That's what it is. People, it's easier for them to associate what the two of you as artists do. And really, you're not only are you artists, in my opinion, you're also Lur's therapists for me, because there's a such thing as music therapy. Haha, y'all didn't know that. Some of y'all probably didn't know that, right? Music therapy, and I do that even when I'm facilitating groups. You know, I'll put on a certain song, like there's a song with Eve that addresses domestic violence, and when I'm doing domestic violence events, I play it. You know, people get some type of healing from it, and or they feel empowered by it. And it's for some, it's a wake up call, and they like, oh, okay, I don't want that to be me. I don't want my friend or my family member to have to take a life, and then they doing time when I can make a conscious, firm decision for myself. So for all of our viewers, please know that it's more than just music.
Yeah, it is.
It's so much more.
You can just look at when people always say, you know, sometimes, and I'm quite sure everybody probably heard this, when some people play music and say, let me set the mood.
Yeah, let me set the mood. Let me set the mood.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's romantic, whether it's a party, whether it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me set the mood. Let me put this on. This going to turn us up. We ready to go out tonight, girl. Let me turn us up. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, it can be romantic. It can be whatever the setting is, but, you know, people can relate when you hear that, you know, I'm going to set the mood with music.
You know what's about to happen.
You can set a mood with music.
Putting the song
That's just powerful.
It is. It just make me kind of think back to like the KRS-One days and the Public Enemy days and the NWA. Like you said, it was like journalism. Like this was what was going on. This was what's going on in the Watts. This was what was going on in Compton.
I just want to make this
like
point. I just want to make this point because I always have this debate with people, because people from different age groups always say, like, this was, and nowadays they just doing something else. But, you know, I always, you know, I like to move with the time. And if you can remember or just think back, even when those things was out that you respect, you know, older people probably looked at that like, because that wasn't their time.
It wasn't their time.
You understand what I'm saying? Because what you heard was speaking truth to you. Because that was the time you were in. To an older person who was in a different mind state, in a different element, he probably didn't get it. So it's the same way with now. And I always had this debate with people like, I don't turn my my collar to the new things, because just because you don't relate to it doesn't mean that this is not exactly what it was to you 10, 15 years ago. You know what I mean? To the kid now. You know what I'm saying? This is what that is to him. The world is evolving. Maybe you don't get it, but it might not be for you to get. Just like, you know, what you were into when you were 13, 14 wasn't for your grandfather. You know what I'm saying? He didn't understand. He didn't get it. It was a new day.
He might not have got it
You
from
know what I mean?
He might have got it from Al Green.
He might have got it from somewhere. He might have been stuck in his time.
Or he could have
See, Slickers is keeping for the day. I'm going to ride the day. I ain't caught up on yesterday.
I get what
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I respect it. I still respect the art, but you know, I'm just one of those people. But I always had a debate. People need to stop doing that. You know, we do that, and when we do that, we kind of, I don't want to get too deep, but we kind of end up where we at now. The older people isolate the youth.
Not me.
And then you had the youth running
I don't
because
know
like, I don't want to deal with them. Them motherfuckers crazy. But who gonna guide them? You know what I'm saying? Like when you don't have no guidance, what you gonna get?
You gonna run them up.
You gonna run them up. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, we gotta kind of be accountable as well. You know what I mean? As people of experience.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with taking that stroll down memory lane every now and again.
Yeah,
because you might teach a youth
or
something.
you might can go back and relate and say, you know what? Now let me take myself back to when I was 14,
right,
and relate to this young woman or this young guy. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to criticize it and judge it, because what we do is we isolate. The youth, and we had the youth doing whatever they want to do. It's to the point now they don't really respect the older people.
Yeah, they don't.
But it's because to me, the older people disattached. You understand what I'm saying?
It's really to the detriment of us growing collectively because you miss that opportunity to collaborate with that younger population. And I that makes me think about Kirk Franklin. At one point I was like, his music is really not, gospel music. That's that ignorant part. However, he touched
He's more a whole nother different generation that would regularly would
not have been reached.
Exactly.
And that's why I say to people, learn to open your mouth and be open and be receptive, because you don't know. And going back to the social media, I'm big on people sharing on social media. For instance, if I post something neat, I know if no one else hits share, my bestie Mia Cofield and Neek is gonna hit share. And here's what that do. One, that's huge support in my opinion, because now I'm reaching a wider audience base. And guess what happens? Someone else may hit share and may interest them, and I'm finding that sometimes I know somebody and they're like, oh, my girl, my cousin, whatever the case may be. And then they hit share and you have reached a larger audience base that you have unknowingly isolated yourself from. And then you get that informed or uninformed opportunity to network with people. And I used to hate social media. I'm from the Black Planet era. That's how long. AOL. Remember how I used to
with the little man used to walk across. And you couldn't use a phone if somebody was on the computer.
The evolution of technology and how amazing it is to even do business. With people. So social media is really big. I really need you. As much as you don't like it, it's going to take a lot of stress away from you.
And I also have another page, and it's HME 3900.
Really, you gonna wait till
That's the Crouchy page. That's
there you go.
That's the page that's only for the real niggas.
It's short for Hustle Man Edie. That's where all the edibles and all that.
Okay.
Chips, we got gummies, we got brownies, we got it all.
Look down to this shit now.
It's a lot of other stuff coming in the store too. But Just a little touch up. 2020 is it.
I can't upset with I know y'all see my face. I'm a little upset. This is my upset face.
No, this is my 2020 vision. I got funny money vision. You feel me? Like,
she just told me that we sat and talked for over an hour.
But see, that didn't come up, and then actually, since you just said that right now, see, I didn't. See, I just kind of like leveled on you. I can't say
kind of opened up. Kind of opened up for you.
Yeah.
Because that was like the secret society.
Damn. Slick just put it in there. Can't do me like that, Chappelle.
So tell us one more time, both you and Slick, how we can
and what you got coming up,
and what we can expect from you, what you have coming up.
All right, you can follow me at Infamous Hurt, and that's on Instagram, and that's INFAMOUSHURT. I also have the page at HME 3900.
The crouchy page.
Yeah, HME 3900.
Real niggas.
About to do this now. You check the DMs, right?
Yeah, check all that. Everything on official stuff. HME 3900. Yeah, it'll show you all.
That's what man needs.
All your consumer product there for you.
Get what you need.
Everything, get you right.
Yeah, get you
more than actually, I have my project coming up in a couple months.
What is it called? You didn't even tell us what it was
called. The name of my project is Roof. Y'all know I go by the name of Hurt, and more or less Roof was just basically that reconstructed that.
What the reconstructed what?
Of Hurt. If you scramble Hurt up, you gonna get Roof.
Okay. And what else about
more or less?
Did you name it Roof?
Yeah, I was about to say Roof is also an acronym for Respect Under the Heathens, and more or less.
Who came up with that?
Anyway. I did. But you did give me the idea for the acronym and everything. Right. But more or less, with it, it's just more or less just trying to give y'all more of an insight of me. I know everybody be wondering why I go by the name of Hurt, but it's emotions.
That's me.
It's not that serious. And my hand's bisexual. I'm not bisexual, but my hand's.
That's it.
All right, I'm gonna sit there.
You just took Dr. Nicole somewhere.
But like, I mean, no, it was just more or less in the discretion. Sorry, but no, like, I'm gonna stop bullshit. But more or less, yeah, I'm just on another level right now, trying to get it out there. Many avenues.
Right. So we're gonna go to a quick break and come back, and we're probably gonna be wrapping up at that time. Slick is gonna tell us one more time how we can reach him. Like and share. It is what it is. We'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Proceed with caution, tired of lanes, I'm exhausted. Poppin' Zanny Zan, sipping out the faucet. I'm confused, don't know what I'm doing. Wait, what I'm doing? Got me going, where the f I'm going? Out of space where I'm going. Wait, where I'm going? Wait, where I'm going? Out of space where I'm going. Out of space where I'm going. I'll be up in the way. 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 Running on my face. Gucci guilty on my face.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Black by Demand radio show.
Control. They said she wouldn't so they didn't know if she had a weapon. So it's just a mess. So yeah, you do have to have these discussions with your children.
You do, and you have to make them aware of that there is an enemy out there. Every time the police pull you over, or every time you have an interaction with the police as a black person, you are at risk of being in front of your enemy. Hopefully, it's not a police officer that wants to demonstrate that he's your enemy, but we all see it's a high probability of that being the case. So if we're not talking to our children do not have the coping mechanisms to deal with these type of intense situations. What they're going to do is what most of us do as black people, me and anyone else, which is become emotional. And that is the trigger point for the police. They know that black people are emotional people. So when they arrive on the scene, they are purposely trying to say and do things to you to get your emotions up, right? And then once they get your emotions up, then it's like, oh, that's what we needed. Now we're going to kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. You know, so I'm saying we need to have these discussions with our children, you know, and make them understand in this day and age, and it's every day and age really, but we'll just say this day and age for the sake of it being so prevalent on social media, like you have to understand what you're getting yourself into. And I think a lot of us as black people are just scared to still tell our children that there are a group of people out here that are your enemies.
Join us every Monday at 12 noon for Black by Demand radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel. Let's do it.
If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head, I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Work them old, tell them where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell them where the cash. If you playing for you, gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. Now it's all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. Why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride. You know I ride, and you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you. Never ever had to floss to get you. Pay the dues that it cost to kiss you. Rug burns on the carpet with you.
Oh yeah. Come on, dog, throw this in there. Had to dedicate this to the homie out of New Orleans. Break. Say she wanna bump that. You wanna do it? Go ahead, do it.
Now listen to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
We need to relearn what it is to be these bosses and how we conduct ourselves as business-minded individuals and just people in general. I let my gut, and if I call it gut or God or whatever, I'm led by that energy. I know where it comes from. I know where it's, taking me, and you have to figure out what is important to you, and don't play this game. It's a game that we've learned to play, this chess game, and life is not a chess game. Life is real, bones, flesh, blood, decisions.
Make sure you check out the Artist Exchange Show every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Whatever
overcome. Full of unspoken battles we won. You're so much better than that. Sometimes the truth ain't always catchy as rap. Stop chasing cheese or you'll get stuck in a trap. Go get your crown and never render it back. No, it's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. You're way too gifted to stop and listen. It's condescending, not to mention all of our ignorance is their permission to. I know you like to turn up like that. With a drink to pull up like that. Well, baby, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure the God in you stays where it's at. You're the rising sun of a new day begun. Grind on till victory's won.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, and I was thinking, like, you know,
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco, strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Rolls with me, yeah, it's time to go.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we are back with It Is What It Is. As always, we want to continue to thank you for tuning in. You could be doing anything with your time, but you're here with us, so thank you. Real quick shout out to Show Up Films with Katie, Pop, and Shy. Project Heat Baltimore 2020, we coming for y'all. For those who did not watch it, episode 10, I caught a terrible beat down. I don't know how that's going to go for season 2. And I don't know, y'all want to make sure y'all following us because we might have some familiar new faces that's popping up in there. So make sure you subscribe YouTube channel, showupfilms.com to stay tuned. Prior to going to break, we was waiting for Mr. Slick to tell us. Why are you looking at me like that, Slick? Now, we done bonded. We family now. He looking at me like,
what she about to say now?
That's the look I be getting.
She about to put me all the way on this spot.
Tell the people again what you have up and coming, as well as how they can follow you on social media.
The boy Slick, man. Follow me right now. If you watching this live, follow me right now. The Slickster 101. You know what I'm saying? If you want some sauce, if you want some good energy, you know what I mean? You want some good music, you know what I mean? You just want a good vibe, you know, follow me right now. you know, you want to come out and party and welcome me home. You know, I just came home from state prison. I just beat a federal charge. You know, they got a 94%
Welcome home.
conviction rate. No, I want y'all to understand this, man. The federal government got a 94% conviction rate. I lawyered up, I beat it. You know what I'm saying? That means I got a purpose. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, come party with me, man. Come enjoy, you know, my freedom because, you know, like I said, I'm here for a purpose. We party in January 11th. We bringing in 2020 right. I'm gonna have a lot of special guests there. You know, I want to really show the city that we can do our own thing. You know, we got artists here. We can book our own artists and we can come out and we can do it together and we can party together. You know, have a nice time without it being a lot of violence or whatever the case may be. I think I got the influence and the arm to do it. So, you know, come out January 11th. We at Charm nightclub. It's the old Paparazzi, if you don't know. I got a new mixtape coming December the 13th, fresh out. It's just a couple of new tracks that I recorded since I've been out. It's all new work. I got another full-length album coming on Christmas, Saucy Lil Savage 2. For all of my followers who know about the Saucy Lil Savage, I got a part 2 that I recorded. All dope music, all new music. Man, just get with me, man. The Slickster 101, man. If you can spell, man. The Slickster.
Right. And if you can't spell, I got you. Just click the hyperlink.
Yeah.
It's not party slick. How would you say that? You know
Nah.
personality.
I'm only saying that because I don't feel like spelling it again.
Like we wind that back and get it back there.
Just look at the recap.
The Slickster 101, man. You know what I mean? I'm spelling it out for you. I'm sounding it out for you. The Slickster 101, man. Get with me, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I can see it with this
Don't be messing
I'm gonna know something when you're done. Go ahead. What you got?
Basically, like I said, album coming soon. Beginning of the year, Ruth, Respect Under the Heathens, and just go follow my page, and that's at Infamous Hurt, as well as the HME 3900 that I'm about to get a whole lot from.
It is what it is, ready.
I tell you.
Real talk, man.
Shout out to Tamika Chapman. Next week, December 14th, me and my brother Dre, also my business partner, we will be involved in the vendors event.
Yes.
The clothing line Republic of Great Men.
Can we get a stand? Can you stand?
Yeah.
He always got Mike Brown to promote his own brand.
Oh, I promote.
Okay, but not on the show. He don't always
No, I do. I'm a mannequin. I wear this. You ain't never caught me in nothing.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
4 years straight.
But what I'm saying is, let the people know where they can get it from.
Oh yeah, from me.
Oh, thank you. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Fly T Miles or Be More, Young Prince.
Yes.
We don't have no store. You can order online, but we hitting up the trunk.
Yes. And they will come to you.
Yes, we will. All
Definitely will come to you.
But Tamika Chapman is giving vendors event at the new 5 Mile House next week, December 14th.
Okay.
From 12 to 6. So come out.
Is it how much is it? You gotta give you tickets? Is it just like a pop-up shop?
Yeah, just come.
Okay, just come. Okay.
It's holiday time for y'all to do celebrate it.
Yeah.
Come get your siblings, mates, and whoever else fresh.
Yeah.
That's all.
Absolutely.
And just a reminder, 3 Star Purpose, which is owned by myself, Dr. Nicole, is hosting a gift of warmth. I am collecting either financial donations to $3 Star Purpose, spelled like just how I said it, but I'll put that in a recap as well. Whether it's a quarter, 50 cents, it all adds up because there's people in greater need than some of us are. So hats, scarves, gloves, if you want to give coats as well as my beautiful, amazing co-host is doing the men's shelter clothing drive. And listen, what she's asking for is not going to cost you anything but some time for you to bag it up.
And that's it.
Put it in the
bag it up, and hey, I'll come to you.
Yeah.
Just DM me at Love God herself, _ Love God herself, or Love God B. Tanika Brogdon on Facebook. DM me, inbox me. I'll come to you. I just ask that if it is used, that you wash it and dry it before you have me come pick it up. That's it. And also, I when talking with the directors, I've said this before at the shelters. A lot of times these guys, they're homeless, but they have appointments to interviews for jobs or housing or whatever, and they don't have professional clothes to wear to these interviews. So any type of business wear, coats, shoes is greatly appreciated. Okay.
And shout out to Maddie Lou. So I just did the Bold Curves fashion show in Richmond, Virginia. And listen, that dress, if y'all not following me, y'all need to be. She put me in a dress that I would otherwise not look at, let alone buy. And that dress was everything. So she has the bomb boutique. Thank you very much for that dress, because now I am the proud owner of it.
I hear that. Hey, listen, before we go, y'all, I want to thank each and every one of y'all. I'm not going to get into it, but I've been in a real dark place lately. Whereas, I mean, I haven't been thinking clear, I would say that. But I try to think about everything that I've done, so I won't do nothing crazy to lose it. You feel what I'm saying?
I told you.
So I thank y'all. This was one of the best shows. You know, I sat back and was a viewer / listener. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you for coming. I appreciate you, and I appreciate y'all, right? So
this was a vibe. That's what's up,
But yeah, man, I appreciate that, because I needed this for real. I did.
Definitely.
All right. Y'all be safe out there. Stay sucker free, man.
And love each other, love yourself. Follow up. Do so unapologetically.
Yeah. Till next week.
It's a jump off. Welcome to the Cheryl Underwood show.